All right, so we all have a catalog of work depending on our respective careers, right? Joe, you got a lot of skits. You got a lot of
You got a lot of skits too, and on the IMDb.
We share the same skits, yeah.
May I add, not to correct you, but I also have an illustrious film career.
Oh, right. How many films?
He's a movie writer.
He has illustrious amount.
Illustrious.
Some of them are on YouTube.
Yeah, just don't check IMDb ratings or any of that. That's a bunch of bullshit.
No, it is.
IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes?
Don't look at either of them.
We're on IMDb.
Steve, I'll back you up. Don't believe IMDb because BD or DB?
EBBD?
EBT? Because on my IMDb,
IMDb.
On my EBT account.
IMTV.
It says that I came out on on all these other TV shows that I've never once been in, but apparently they're in my profile, so don't believe it.
And you're born in San Francisco.
I'm born in San Francisco, and I'm 1 year younger than what I really am.
That's right.
You know what? Apparently, I'm a millionaire based off of the internet.
Hey, Celebrity
I'm a millionaire.
Celebrity Network thinks we're all rich as fuck, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, they think I have $2 million.
Oh, and they think I have like some really vast collection of diplomas and degrees.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I want to have that fake
whoever
information.
wrote it clearly thinks I'm smart.
I'm just honored to be on something called Celebrity. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, Celebrity
Have you
Network.
seen like celebrity birthdays?
Yeah, Celebrity Birthdays.
FamousBirthdays.com.
Famous birthdays. My on-air co-host Lucas's son went and said, "Did you know Nikki is the third most popular Hawaiian in the world?" And I was like, "Wow, who's the first two?" They're like Jason Momoa and The Rock, and I'm like, "Duh."
Oh, shit. Hey, that's pretty. You're in good company.
But then they also
Yeah, but how far down the ladder?
Right. But it was like this. They also said, I mean, I couldn't trust it because they also got my birthday wrong. Said I graduated from like some really great university.
Like
and
Harvard?
I'm worth like $5 million.
What? That's
You're
so
worth
cool.
more than.
I think you're worth way more than
I
that.
love you. But that's how you know it's a lie. I was like, first off, who the hell is gassing them up? Because bring it on. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna need you to be a reference.
There was this other website that I recently found, and I forgot what it is, but it pretty much had a list of everything that I had almost ever said on video about my life, about the way I grew up, about like just my past, and about, I forgot the percentage, but a high percentage of it was correct, but also a high percentage of it was incorrect. But I'm like, well, that's so crazy that they really paid attention to everything I said on video.
Not
That's
mine.
fucking
Half of the
crazy.
shit is lies for me.
All lies.
Nikki Blades, I think, when I found my Pokemon card collection recently, it said that it was worth many thousands of dollars.
Manis.
But I can't find anyone to buy it.
Wait, it's hot right now though.
No, I know, but I can't find anyone to buy it. So I think that you're worth even more than $5 million.
Oh.
But who will pay is up in the air.
Sorry, according to Celebrity Net Worth, I'm poorer than you.
So I'm the rich one in the relationship.
I'm worth $2 million. I can't
He's
afford
getting
you.
benefits off of you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Listen, I had two options to drink from. I'm like, on that one, I'm gonna take this one.
Amen to that. All right, so back to our body of works. How would you feel?
Body of work.
Body of work, right. How would you feel if you would lose all the rights to your body of work?
Well, I mean, didn't that happen to the Beatles? Or like a lot of musicians in the past?
Yeah, didn't MJ buy Paul McCartney's songs and all that?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The Beatle catalog.
Paul McCartney, a Beatle, lost the rights to his music to
Michael Jackson.
Well, that's not shocking because a lot of people in the music industry get fucked that way.
Well, most people don't even know how the music industry works. You're very right, because there are distribution companies, there are people that own the rights to the song, that you need publishing. You also have whoever wrote the song can take credit for certain things if you don't handle your paperwork correctly. And then you have record labels, distribution labels, publishing.
Sometimes you can't pay for studio time, so you pay for it in equity of your song, and then your song gets taken.
Yeah.
All kinds of shit.
It is a shady business, and they don't really even own their names unless they have a good lawyer.
Right.
Isn't Kanye West currently in a like
Kanye
battle?
West is crazy.
I mean,
My lawyer
But
actually
he
helped.
also has a but he also is a part of the problem because he has his own record
good
label.
music.
Dude,
Yeah,
Britney
it's all-
Spears is fucking controlled by her own estate that her father runs.
Yes.
My lawyer made a career out of getting old artists like Sly and the Family Stone, and then even like Master P, and he basically made a career out of fighting for the little guy who got fucked over by the studios.
Yeah.
And so he came up really hard, just going back after fucked up contracts.
Yeah, because companies like to send you fucked up contracts that they think you won't read, so you
You're
can sign
excited.
away.
You're excited.
So you will sign away your rights because they write things that say Section 16, like you will not have a lawyer or a third party look over this section, and if you do, we will charge you. We will charge you for every violation, and if we decide to sue you,
How is
you
that
will
even
pay
legal?
for it.
Fucked up.
Everything is legal
Because the
till you sign
companies
it.
write the laws in America, bro.
Yeah.
That's why.
So,
That's why we talk about corporatism, because
Yes.
it's a fucking nightmare.
So that's why the music industry is filled with a lot of eager individuals who are willing to sign for the immediate check, and they do take advantage. Same with modeling industry, entertainment, so on and so forth. I mean, it's really a lot.
That's crazy.
That's why people make lots of money off of reading contracts and trying to revise contracts and help people get out of really messed up.
and making contracts as complicated as possible.
yes.
So that only certain people can read.
Yeah, you have to understand Latin to fucking
Seriously.
understand.
Right.
And the way that they reference things that don't exist in the paperwork that's given to you, an artist and most people that if you have the option to have someone help you, that's why managers go and totally wreck most people's careers because of the paperwork they signed. If I'm like, cool, you're gonna take care of my career, you're only gonna take a certain percentage. Yeah, but you have like 6 jobs for me now? Cool, let's get rid of this. Let's do this now. 6 is done, and he's like, by the way, that piece of paper you signed, I own everything you've done and the residual on it and your name, and you cannot go and work anywhere.
And I'm skimming off the top, and I'm literally stealing from you, and there's not much you can do about
And
it.
I made basically 99% of your money.
Oh yes, and since you signed this piece of paper, legally, I'm right, you're wrong. That's how the world
Damn.
works.
Crooked.
Yeah.
Well, that's the music industry and most of entertainment. In the world of art, do we know Banksy?
Yeah.
Love Banks.
What is he famous for?
Being
Stencil art.
anonymous.
But also the
I was like anonymous. I was like his stencils.
What's that art?
The shredding one is the best one.
The shredding one?
The one where it got sold
He bought it.
and he shredded it immediately.
He's famous for being an anonymous
Yes.
street artist.
He's anonymous, and that is the problem. That is the core of the story here. So basically, Banksy may lose the rights to his work if he continues to stay anonymous after losing a legal battle with the card company wanting to use his images.
What?
So the fact that he stays anonymous is
What
going to
card
be
company?
the result of his downfall as an artist. Period.
But when we find out who he is, it's so boring.
But exactly. So it's like now they're really pitching him against the wall now. And it's like, hey, come out with your real identity.
Also, do
so
we
you can
know it's
retain
a
the
him?
rights. Wait, what?
of course it's
we
a
know
him,
it's a
Tiff.
him?
Yeah, we know it's a
Banksy. Oh, is it Banksy a girl's name or a guy's
Maybe.
name?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? What if it's a woman saying like, wait, I don't want to come out and I gotta be anonymous because then everyone gets to think I'm a man and then I get to, just like with J.K. Rowling.
Like a
She
ghostwriter.
decided to be like very androgynous. Yeah, whatever. What?
Jesus was a man. And by the way, get over it too. Okay, thanks.
I'm not over it, Steve. I have to keep fighting the fight.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you could be right.
It's a ghostwriter situation.
That'd be the ultimate
yeah.
like reveal if Banksy ends up being a girl.
And not only a girl, it's a grandma with no teeth.
Right.
La, la, la,
Doing
la.
a whole bunch of political.
What's that?
Oh, Invisalign.
Oh no, she doesn't need Invisalign.
No.
No Invisalign.
It's
She has no
dentures.
teeth.
That's right.
She sucks dick better than the Invisalign.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got one up on me.
I definitely started drinking the alcohol during this one. I was like, we're getting somewhere.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
Wait, so what card company?
The card company is
Bicycle?
I do not know.
But how are they gonna bully? How are they bullying?
Is there another one to
Playing cards?
Is there any other?
But what do they gain out of him or her exposing their identity? What's the?
Well, I think the idea is they get to use these designs for free. Because
Yes. So they want the rights to use his artwork to print now. So like it's famous.
Okay, so-
like,
so
like
there's
Mona
no-
Lisa.
so-
like why
okay.
wouldn't you want to use the Mona Lisa?
So
to
he
do
doesn't
stuff,
have any.
right?
But so he doesn't have any copyrights or any trademarks on any of the stuff he does. Is that
Because
what
he
we're
can't
saying?
put a legal. There's no legal name to
Wow.
it.
Wait, so he kind of like is really screwing himself with that?
Exactly.
Kind of, but we don't know how Banksy makes his or her money. But
I love that I inserted that in.
it's just
Now
fun.
we have to say his or her constantly.
But do you guys remember the South Park episode? So a couple years ago, the Washington Redskins, formerly named Washington Redskins, now they're the Washington football team.
Oh, they actually changed it?
They
I
did.
thought they were so hard on we will never change
They are the
it.
Washington football team. Okay. So
Wait, there's no name?
there's no name. They're called the Washington football team.
There's no mascot?
Crazy.
There's no mascot, it's just a big yellow W. It's a yellow W. Okay, so they lost their
They should be the
trademark.
Washington Salmons, but go ahead.
They lost their trademarks 3 years ago, I think 4 years ago. And so at the time, South Park did a hilarious episode where Cartman, he started a company and just named it the Washington Redskins. And then Dan Snyder like comes in the room and he's like, "Hey, don't you know you can't call this shit the Washington Redskins?" And Cartman's like, "Why not? Like I had the company, fuck you." And then he's like, "Because it offends us." And then the guy behind him, who's like the coach of the Redskins at the time, he's like, "You're making a fucking joke out of our name." And like that's the whole idea though, is that it's offensive because
To the natives, yeah,
right, exactly. But to the native.
But now he's doing it to them.
They're using the native like brand to make money, obviously, and
Right.
to get this out for sports. But that's basically what this is too. It's the same exact idea.
That's true. They're completely screwing him over, and
I mean, is the representative from the Banksy, like, are they coming out against it at all? Because
they're trying
he's
to fight,
anti-corporatist too.
Yeah.
yeah, basically. So Banksy, for the past 2 years, has actually been in a legal battle for one particular painting of his called the Flower Thrower, and I'll show you that to you.
Oh yeah,
right
the
now.
guy with the bouquet that's
Yeah.
gonna throw it. Yeah.
One of his most famous ones. So this is like a protester throwing something, possibly a Molotov cocktail, but he replaced it with some flowers.
Yeah.
And that's become an iconic painting of his. And now he's lost the rights to this
He
specifically.
lost the rights to that?
To a card company, yeah. So the card company has the rights to print
So-
this, and Banksy makes zero
Why? Because
money
they
off.
trademarked it before he could.
I think it's because it's a public thing. Like he put it outside.
Yeah,
and
it's not his property. It's a public.
Yeah, that's what I mean by how do you trademark graffiti in the
Yeah.
first place?
I think the loophole then would be for him to come out as a person now
this
with the legal.
But you would have to, if your piece of art or your image or whatever, you still have to go through the process of saying
Yeah.
it's mine. So even if he does come out, that doesn't mean that that's still his painting.
He didn't
not-
sign it.
It's no longer, I mean, but it's no longer, I know that's super messed up business-wise. I don't think it's not his anymore.
Yeah.
Even if he does come out. Because now the card company owns it. Like if I say, this is my name, and somebody's like, well, I technically bought your name online before you did. So it's my name.
Yeah, they like parking the URLs and shit. Yeah.
So even though it is my name, but somebody else owns it, that's yours. You paid for it.
But that's the whole dilemma of these like underground artists, right? Is like they get famous and then they want to make a business out of what. It doesn't it go against of what they're standing for in the first place?
Yeah.
It's like we're underground, we're doing this, and then like you actually start making money off of it, and then now you go and be the ones that you were trolling.
You're part of the
because
problem.
what
now.
Banksy,
Yeah.
what he should do is,
What should he do?
I don't think that he should come out. If you are a true artist, protect your art as far as who you are, what you represent.
The principle
and
of it.
The principle, because if that company goes and takes it, as an artist, you sit back and you go, we know that corporate America went and stole and fucked the system. Now let me go create more art
Right. Yeah.
in protest to what they're
I
doing.
hope that's what they end up deciding.
Because take the image. That's cool. He's an artist. He makes the product. He can keep coming out with more work. This is a drop. That's a fucking drop in the bucket for him if he really is about his shit.
Not to brag too hard, but I'm about 2 away from Banksy, and so I have an illustrious film career. And so
As an artiste.
my point is that I don't have a point. I just want to say that. No. But Banksy should not do anything.
Yeah,
Banksy should just chill. And if Banksy came out and was like, "I'm Banksy, I want to get my money," that's the most anti-Banksy thing. Banksy won't do that. I don't even have to worry about it.
What do you?
But maybe he can't pay rent this month, so he's gonna be
Not
like,
even.
No, he has a lot of, what are they called? Like
Patreons?
Like, that one.
Yeah.
Benefactors, like, or people that
Patreon.
represent. What?
they're
Patreon?
Patreons.
Yeah, he has a whole Patreon.
No, but I'm saying like there's people that represent his brand or his estate, and that's how they're able to make art.
He's a lawyer, for fuck's sake. I mean, we all know. Like, we know he has
Someone knows his real
Listen, if
identity.
the credit card company money is like, that ain't shit in the long run because he can lose so much by exposing himself.
This shit will be like Deep Throat, though, where we're all like, "Oh my God, who's Deep Throat?" For a long time, they thought it was George H.W. Bush. They thought it was like Colin
Deep Throat?
Powell and shit. Deep Throat was the informant for the Watergate scandal.
Oh.
This guy named W. Mark Felt was Deep Throat. He
How
was, like,
boring.
FBI Associate Director.
I like Deep Throat better.
So it's way better to not reveal yourself.
What do we find out that Banksy is not even one person? It's like a crew of people.
That
One
could be.
idea.
Yeah.
Some people.
Welcome to What is Bitcoin? And where does it come from? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And that's the thing, and that's probably a big part of it is his brand. Let's be real, these are stencils. Art is subjective. We also know the benefit of buying art. We know that how the art market works, that they overprice certain things to get tax cuts. It's all one big thing looped in together. He will lose his money if he exposes himself, because what if he or she is just regular?
What if they're like Obama or something? Some crazy ass like figure.
But I feel like everyone's always disappointed. We're in love with the idea.
Yeah, that's the
The
sexy
mystery's way
Yeah.
better.
You know what I mean? We're in love with the idea of never knowing. This person comes in. It's whoever I want it to be. In your mind, Banksy is a woman that is defying all odds, that is going out and
So
doing
boring,
this.
though.
And then in his mind, he's like, the writers of South Park have secretly been behind this the whole fucking time.
But we all know it'd be Trey, not Matt. I mean, no offense.
But that's the beautiful fucking part of art, is that it's whatever I decide I want it to be.
Imagine you read a headline tomorrow. Banksy is Albert Manchester from whatever. It's like
Fuck off.
It's a toothless grandma.
But imagine that really is his name, and then you just predicted it. That'd be fucking crazy.
two away. I actually know who he is.
He has an illustrious acting career, right?